And we're live on the twitch.tv/the Xisuma, playing on the Hermitcraft server. And the first thing we're going to do today is head over to a jungle biome and try and avoid some spoilers in the process. That's what I got to do. We got bananas in chat from the Thinky, Devon Crates, Winnie T. Ford, and Hero Blender. Thank you ever so much for the bananas. The Cheese Eater says he's back. Yes, I've taken a few days off from streaming, and I'm back. What can I say? Hex, how you feeling? Says Stupid Genius. I'm okay, don't worry about me. Right now I have like a bit of a weird thing with my ears. You know, like when you go on a plane and you get some pressure and stuff. I've got something like that going on. I've just realised that I've come to the right place, but I might not have the right tools for the job. Although... no, I don't have a spyglass, and I don't have any copper. I do have copper, actually. How do we make a spyglass again? If only there was some sort of book in the game where you could... oh, look at... hey, what? I think it's because I have to have a full shulker box open to see those recipes. Thank you for the peeps tuning in, throwing the bananas my way, letting me know that we're live. Appreciate it. Amethyst and copper, says Winnie. That sounds right. I could have taken a moment to try and wrangle my brain, but, you know, I just thought, whatever. Didn't I have some coal in my inventory a minute ago? Could have swore I had some coal in here. I was all like, yeah, tidy that up later. How does this work again? Can I do it like that? You know, all I gotta do... that's right, that's right. All I gotta do is find a parrot and look at it with a spyglass, okay? Complete a Minecraft advancement. Somehow, this involves a chess monster. Somehow, it involves a chess monster. Randy Nicole, 2002, 88. I said 88 months of support. Thank you so much, my dude. Can't thank you enough. Appreciate your continued support over the years. Many years, in fact. Chapter Corey's here for 25 months. Over 2 years right there. Appreciate you. No, the raw blocks don't work, sadly. Yeah, I think there's no harm in making them work. Alright, there we go. Peeps, I've been thinking about the inventory a lot this morning. I'm putting together a sort of proposal for a mod, right? Like a definitive, how do we address all the inventory issues mod? And after making my video, I've had so many more considerations to come into. But today I felt like I had a really cool idea, which is this button right here. There could be multiple of them, right? Well, you got a recipe book. I was thinking, what if you had like a transmutation book for like, let's go open a box, like stone, right? I talked about this idea of stone being placeable as a different type of block or something. Well, what if you selected inside of here which type of block you wanted to place? I had this idea of like you hold down a button and a little menu pops up, but I don't know, Mojang liked to do a lot of stuff through the you know, the original feel of the vanilla game. And you got this book system, right? Well, maybe, you know, maybe this is like one of 3 and they're little tabs and they bring up options. And so over here you can be like, yeah, like you can click on that, but rather than this, it means when you place this down, you're placing that down. That was my idea. I thought it was pretty cool. I need to think it through a little bit more, but I'm looking for those ideas that just aren't so intrusive and just fit a little bit more into what Mojang have already established. And with this sort of proposal mod, it'll be me basically going, all right, I've had my fun. I've tried to put the best ideas out there I can. Let's just see what happens, right? And then that might be the end of it for me. Let's say might. I'll leave the door open a little bit. Awens, Muslings, thank you for 7 months of support. Greatly appreciated. I hope you're entertained and enjoying today's stream. Some people don't like navigating through lots of menus, says the Thinky. Right, of course. Some people don't like it if you just hover over the item and press a button and it brings you up some options of what to change it to. In the world of ideas and sharing them online, you learn that pretty much any idea you can have will have opposition to it, right? So I don't really need to make any arguments for why someone may or may not like this idea that I've got towards the inventory. There will always be that. What you have to do is like really consider how much of the how big of a deal that is to a lot of people, and what are the merits of the idea that's in question. And I think what I've come to learn, having read a lot of feedback, is that inventory management is a part of the game, but there's one part of the game where it hurts that part of the game, and that is building. So adventuring is actually a pretty cool part of it, figuring out, you know, what blocks you're going to take with you, being prepared. That's all part of the game. When you're building, it's a different story. Okay, right. Here we go. Hi! Is it a bird? It is. Guess what? I just got an advancement. Yeah! You know, I'm going to keep doing these and they're going to get less and less easy, right? But there's another reason I've come here, actually. Let's have a look around for some cocoa beans next. And get a little bit of jungle wood while we're here, right? Cool, this terrain's like kind of magnificent. Kind of magnificent. Jellyman 2001, thank you, 18 months of support. Spooky Dokie, the one and only, 53 months. Incredible. Appreciate ya. Is X doing the advancement quest? I am, but you know, like, I'm going to take the past of least resistance in our competition. So as you know, the days roll by and the competition goes on, they're going to get naturally harder, aren't they? So eventually these advancements are going to be, yeah, a bit challenging, let's say. But we do the easy ones first. Okay, you know, that's probably enough to get started. Let's try and chop down, I think this tree here, we'll chop it down, it won't look too intrusive, or maybe this one as well. I think I'll go for this one here. Yeah, you know, like, I'm not really a fan of going to a biome and just, like, ripping stuff out of it. So if I'm going to take something from a biome, I kind of want to have it be subtle. So when you come past here in the future, you might not notice that someone chopped down a tree. Because the Minecraft terrain is beautiful. It always feels a bit weird going through a world and then you come across, like, an area that's just been ravished. So if I can avoid doing that, I will. Let's stick around while these leaves decay so we can get some saplings and stuff. Becca11 is here gifting a sub to the Thinky for 14 months. Thank you so much for gifting those subs. We got more gifted subs coming in. It's Kidden Gamergirl 7 gifting them to Actuous and Lunot Play. Thank you so much for supporting our community. With those gifted subs, we've got Lays24MC here for 9 months. That is indeed a Twitch baby. And if you heard your name being read out loud, be sure to say thanks in the chat for the gifted sub. Black Steel says deforest is the way to get. The way to get what? The way to get what? That sentence ended too early, didn't it? Oh, this music's so good. Thanks to Spotify, not only have I found this artist, I'm now finding all like the cosmic ambience corners of the musical world, and just had like been listening to loads of cool artists lately. All this like super mellow cosmic sound stuff. Googie17, thank you for the prime, and Curls with another gifted sub to Shinny01 for 11 months. Curls, thank you for all you do and supporting our community here. The Snail 78, 8 months. Happy Saturday X, hope it's a good one. It'll be an alright one. It'll be alright on the night. That's the thing they say, right? I like the music, says Letali. It's some good old ambience of the cosmic variety. Just mellows me out, this stuff. Gives me focus as well. I was doing some chess puzzles this morning, just listening to stuff like this. Just puts my brain in the zone. Gets you thinking. Gets you focused. Right, now we've been streaming for 10 minutes and I've got a hot cup of tea right here, so let's give it a try. Vegan Stream Pie, thank you for subscribing. Greatly appreciate that. Two Eels says ambient stuff is cool, especially when it's kind of a background, hard to notice kind of thing. It just adds more ambience. Yeah, hence the name, right? But ambient can also be like a lean on the sound, you know, like ambient this, ambient that. It's where the sound starts to drift into that zone. Because like one of the genres I like is ambient black metal, but guess what? It's still pretty loud and terrifying. Not relaxed at all. But it takes, you know, the original black metal sound and brings it over to like an ambient spectrum. You can probably find like ambient hip hop or lo-fi hip hop's a little bit like that, you know. And then it's a case of like whatever floats your boat. Find what you like and get into it. How do we breed frogs? Slime balls, isn't it? Yeah, so I'm prepared for that. Okay, I did. Oh, there's my ender chest. I didn't come over here fully unprepared. We got Brave Soul, SCB, resubscribing for 4 months. We got Kunara Star here, gifting a sub to General Sweatpants. Thank you for another gifted sub, appreciate it. King Moth is here with a donation, saying recently discovered your guitar videos, guitar cover videos from a few years back. They're absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, my dude. Glad you enjoy those. This gives me an excuse to press that button and make this thing appear on screen. Isn't it cool? Don't you love it? That literally looks like my Ibanez 7-string. I had to move my guitars into this room. I got a story to tell you about what I've been doing over the week. But I now have my guitars again in this room, and God, whenever I look at them, I'm just like, what happened? What happened? I'm pretty content at the moment with everything I'm doing. I've kind of come to this realization of like, you can't do everything that you have in your mind all the time. If you have some really cool ideas, write them down, put them in the idea box, and then they're there until that one day where it's like the perfect time to open it again. Right? It's not about achieving all your ideas. It's not about getting through everything. It's just don't lose sight of them. Put them somewhere, right? And as much as I love my music, it's just not a thing that I'm going to be able to make happen right now. But I'm okay with that because there's this other stuff going on that I never would have thought of, like this opportunity to do what we're doing right here. So I'm pretty cool with that. But they sit there teasing me a little bit. You know what I mean? Maybe today. You know, maybe today. I'll see how it goes because the last week I've just been putting my head into, you know, what I do, various things that I do. Like it's been a bit of a non-stop week, and maybe I need to take the foot off the gas. Yeah, so we kind of need to open up this area and breed up some frogs, right? So I'm thinking we just, you know, I kind of wanna give them something a little more permanent and interesting. And when it comes to building in this game, it's always like plan ahead and figure every little detail out first, and that's not the way we're going to achieve anything here. So I think what we have to do is just look for a bit of flat grounds like this that we can take advantage of. And it's over here that I want to breed up the frogs, and I believe this will be the one where they go green, right? Maybe I want to go double check that. I only recently... Oh, wait, dang. Why did I choose to read the message that's at the very top of the screen? Thank you again, by the way, for King Moth for that donation. Appreciate it. This tea's really great, by the way. Sometimes it's hard to notice that you're burning out. Just got to take those breaks even if you feel fine, says Lee Tally. Yeah, I'm definitely not burning out. Whoa! The dude just tried to... No! Don't be escaping. Get back in there. Get back in there. Oh my god, they can escape. I didn't think that would happen. Whatever, we'll figure it out in a second. Dang it, you're trying to get away now. I'm gonna have to keep you nearby. Okay. Yeah. You're gonna have to stay nearby, my friend. This might be easy actually. If the other ones jump out as well, then we can bring them over to a new spot. That's what we'll do. You're a very naughty frog, aren't you? Oh, you've been so silly. Right, I also need to open up another thing on my computer so I can see. You might notice, by the way, the frames will be slower when Minecraft isn't in focus right now. Let's go to the wiki and type in frog, just so I can get that reminder of what we're doing here. Is that the wiki? That's not the wiki. There we go. Where am I going to find out? Here we go. Got the list on the screen. So the biome over here. If I tap that, you see I've turned off from making the video some of the stuff here. So like, let's put the biome on. Stony Peaks, Savannah Plateau. Let's also turn off that one. Plains, Meadow, Savannah Peaks. It's not on that list, it's on the warm one, Savannah. So Savannah is... Okay, so I want cold. Oh, interesting. So I want to get more of the green frogs was the idea. I'm not actually sure if that's like legit that I need the green frogs. What I want is a bunch of tadpoles, right? I mean, it kind of doesn't matter what colour they are for the first bit. Okay, yeah, we're thinking this through. Doesn't matter what colour they are for the first bit. We just need to get their numbers up. So we need to get them into like a new area. Probably going to recycle some of that glass, right? And we've still got more over here. So let's take more of the light blue. That's cyan. Or maybe use this so I can build up some big walls. Okay, I see where we're going with this now. Useful blocks. Need one of those. Get a few more of these together, right? Okay, we've got some lights. Feels like frog lights would be appropriate for this project. So, those things, then some water. Which will be in this one. And then we need, like, we need to decorate this thing. I think it makes sense to decorate it with this kind of wood right here. Which I'll probably end up farming some more of. Apparently we got a proud plug in chat from... Let's just sleep in the bed. From Two Eels saying, thank you for your enhanced Minecraft video you made recently. A lot of mods you use seem very useful to me, and I am definitely using some new mods now. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, I've recently had this realization that there are things that people say in chat that for some reason I don't think is like a good idea. But the fact that they're asking for it means that there's a demand for it. So if I can frame that demand into something interesting and valuable, then there's a video idea there. And a few of the things like that video and a couple more that I'm working on at the moment, they're literally things that like people sort of ask for, but then you don't feel like just answering that question alone is good enough. But if you think about it, there's something there that they want, and if you can find a really great way to present it, it makes it more accessible to more people. That's kind of what happened with that video. I just sort of, it clicked in my head. This is the way that you like present these ideas. But it was something that people have been asking me for a long time. Like, how do you do this? How do you do that? And I'm thinking, like, if you think about how the video starts, I say, this is not a tutorial. This is a showcase, right? Like, I am not telling you how to do this. You got to figure that bit out for yourself. I actually think I don't want to put those there. Now, think about that, because the reason I hadn't made a video like that before is because I'm like, man, like explaining all the technical details of these mods, how to set them up and get them working, and you know, if you make a tutorial on how to set up a mod and get it running, some of the people who are watching are going to run into technical issues and it's not going to work for them. That's just the nature of the game, so to speak, right? So yeah, so like that's what I thought the video would be. and it would be like sort of dull and boring and technical, and then I realized you just got to get past all of that. You got to tell the audience, look, you're going to have to go figure this stuff out. Other people have made tutorials on it, and you can just get straight to the good stuff. Showcase all the bits of the mods that I use and why I use them and how they make sense. Right? And then you're sort of golden. And so yeah, there's a few other things I'm working on that are like that, where it's like, at last I figured out there's a way you're supposed to frame this. And so it's really good to see that it's worked, not only for me and like my video on YouTube doing well, but also for the audience. It's really valuable for all of you too. So that's great to see. Wow, we got like a weird contrast here with the red and the green, but we'll do our best to just like roll with that and make it work. Maybe we can try and embrace it, put some more red and green stuff together. Which makes me think that this light stained blue glass might not be the best of Dang, you look so funky. Look at his little spread legs. What are you doing? Looks like you're trying to do breaststroke. You're doing some little breaststroke swimming. Some swimming. Are you doing some swimming, buddy? God, look at those animations. I don't know why I've not paid as much attention. I mean, you know they look cool, but you can really see his legs working. Getting a workout over here. This guy's swimming. Swimming for days, aren't you? Look at those thighs. Getting a right old workout. Make the glass purple. Well, I'm thinking we got green, we got red. Let's stick with those two colours. Green, red and black is probably a good colour palette just off the top of my head. I want you to stay there, but you're going to keep following me for a minute. Also, we had a few more noises in the ear. Give me a second here. I feel like I just want to suss this next bit out. So, red glass maybe is what we're looking for, right? We've actually got a fair bit of that, so that works out. Now I heard you jumping again. I heard you jumping and thumping. So we'll probably have like some posts or whatever. And then we'll come back and probably change the details of this later on. In fact, we're just going to like remix and figure stuff out as we go, because I don't even know how I'm going to get in here. Like, how do I want to interact with these frogs and get them breeding, right? Which is something I wanted to start doing sooner than later, because we're spending time in the area. And we want a roof on this thing too. Let's get that in place. Xisuma. Yes, I have an alternate skin known as Xisuma. Squirrel Warden, thank you ever so much for the cheers and the biddies. No message with that one, but appreciated nonetheless. Hope you're enjoying the stream and thank you for the support. We have Percy Silver here, 2 months, saying, X, I just got a new job today and I cannot wait to put it to supporting you and your streams. Well, thank you so much for the subscription. I mean, that does more than enough right there. But congratulations on getting a job. That's awesome. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you take pride in what you do. That's something that I didn't learn early on with work. You know, no matter whatever type of job it is, you can take pride in it. Most jobs are providing a service to someone else, right? Whether you realize it or not. And you can take a little pride in that. I'm gonna drink some more tea. Holes137 here for 9 months. That's a Twitch baby. I get to press that button for all of you. Truly enjoyed your upload about the mods that you use for quality of life. There were a few that I didn't have, and I must say one of my favourites has to be the inventory tabs. Thank you for all that you do, Xisuma, and hope that you are doing okay. Appreciate it, Holes. I'm honestly, I'm not like really using this thing much. I think it's just a force of habit. That's why I'm leaving it on, because it's like I'm still not thinking about using this. One of the other things, it's a bit clunky when you have like way more than the tabs up here, but it's a really good idea. It's got its merits, and I think it can go far, you know. Come on, little ribbit machines. Come ribbit with me. That sounds dodgy. Come on. I mean, like, when you add a mob into this game, it tends to have like a a narrow scope, it's not like a massive thing. But then when you encounter them and do a little bit of something and this and that, you just notice their personality a bit more. Like, now the animations come to life once you start to spend some time hanging out with these frogs, right? Now let's get a breed in. Alright, so I can just click, because I've got it on the offhand. Where do they go and don't they need... Now let's just observe. I'm just trying to remember what they do, because they lay on the water. They also have some sort of component that's kind of like the turtle. I think that's where one of them you should be able to breed again with. Maybe it's after it's laid the eggs. But I've got a weird feeling that they need a little bit of land nearby just to... Or maybe the fact that I'm still holding this is confusing them or something. Oh, no, no, no. Okay, so now that that's done, I should, in theory... No, I can't breed with one of you again. Maybe I just never really understood it that well. Now, yeah, look at that. They all try and escape. Dang pathfinding. So yeah, we've got to wait for the tadpoles to grow up, that's for sure. We got Sir Firelord 1 here for 14 months, Licky Sticky Icky here for 35, Damien the Lost here for 13. Appreciate it. Appreciate all your support as always, peeps. The Puka is in chat. Welcome, Puka. Excuse me. Hope all is well. Doing a bit of a burp there. Got some tea digesting. Shadan23 says one of the mods mentioned something about memory runaway or something. Do you know what's up with that or how to explain it? If you're on about a memory leak, there's talk of like memory leak issues. If you look in the top right, I've got way more RAM assigned. I should really knock that down because it's just wasting all of that RAM right there. I don't know why I ended up setting it so high, but yeah, I've heard of like memory leak issues. I've just not encountered them. I don't know if it's vanilla, I don't know if it's modded, but some people report this stuff. Let's go grab some greenery. So the idea is that I should hang out in this area and get them breeding, but as you can see, I've got a very cluttered inventory over here. So what I'm going to do is bring on my camera account to stay logged in over here for a minute. And then I'm going to go to my sorter, get the item sorting, leave the camera account over there. So I'm just firing that up. We're going to need to hold on to these slime balls. We're going to set up a little farm in the base with some things here. Now my toolbox is pretty full. And this would be the ideal place for... Oh yeah, that's right, that's my geode pick. Don't really use a... Never use a saddle or a boat. Sod's law, I get rid of it and then... Oh, I need that, you know. There's a lot of stuff in here that I never use, but you kind of feel like I need to have that lying around. So that's more of a useful block, isn't it, that one? And useful blocks are over here. So we'll put that away. The glass is good. All of that's good. Yeah, we need to farm a little bit of mangrove wood while we're over there as well, and these can go back. Cool. We got gifted subs here from Kid and Gamer Girl. Again, another 2 gifted subs. Thank you so much for your generosity. It's greatly appreciated. Jay Harvey and the Furious Brother, be sure to say thanks in the chat. We also got Sir Firelord gifting a sub to the Black Chapel. Thank you again. Liger says, heard a story about a memory leak for an onboard guidance system of a missile. It was easier to add more memory than to find and fix the link. When the missile reached its destination, it was no longer a problem, so it had to work for a certain length of time. Yeah, that's one of those things with managing efficiency and issues and all sorts is... There's always a variety of options available, and sometimes actually fixing the thing isn't the best option. Why does his tools have skulls on them, says Crady. Because I'm a bone mage! I mean, look at me, I'm eating bone meal. You know, I've got all of this fancy equipment on, right? Uh-huh. You know, Hey, hi, I'm a bone mage. Hang on. No. Yes. Sort of. This way. Okay. It's kind of awkward. Look, let's just get back to normal. Jeez. It's kind of awkward. Right. Anyway, we're going to fly back over to the base. I just needed to log in with the camera account and drop it off here. Matchy3107, thank you for 29 months. Hey X, have you asked B-dubs about MCC? I mean, I haven't. No. Why would I ask B-dubs about MCC? I don't know how the whole MCC thing works or whatever, but someone told me a fib the other day, and I asked Impulse and Jevin about it, and they're like, what? And so, I don't know. It seems like the audience have a different idea of how it works compared to what it actually does. Gotta get to work, but have a grand day, Xisuma mods and chat, says Holes. I will. We'll have a grand old day. Oh yeah, we don't need this thing on right now. Ask Xisuma about MCC. Who? Who's that? What? I don't even know. When was eating bone meal a thing? It's always been a thing. Come on. Gosh. Ah! It was necessary. It was necessary. Oh, there we go. Xisuma, did you see what happened yesterday? Says Luna Kalinda. Oh yeah, I did. I saw exactly what happened yesterday. Oh my god, the sun, it went up into the sky and it went across it and then it came down at the end of the day. Just like it does I saw exactly what happened yesterday because I've got my eyes open. Alright, wake up sheeple. It happens every day. God. Did I see what happened yesterday? Jeez. Right, things for farms and things for the backpack. So a little bit of sand and some cactus. I need a temporary cactus farm. Things to be sorted away. Right, I need that and that. In fact, I only need 24, right? So keep them on the hotbar. Actually, no, because I need to fill up my hotbar with shulker boxes next. Great. Just great. What one? Ooh, what one was that? Okay, whatever. We'll put them all down right here. And then we'll sort through them. What happened yesterday then, peeps? What was this thing that, you know, is so... Heck, that button. There we go. You know, it's so assailing it doesn't even need to be mentioned. Just the thing that happened yesterday. What was it? Come on. What was it? Cappy Billy, thank you for subscribing. Also, God's Read, 5 gifted subs. If you hear your name being read out loud, be sure to say thanks in the chat. We've got Poke Joshinator, Rimmers, DK, Jane Co, Everless, and Rat Cozy. Thank you so much again for supporting our community. Does King, B-Dogs, and Sliced Lime now have free access to roam the Hermitcraft server? No, they were guests. They were invited to come on and have a tour. I don't know the specifics. I haven't watched Doc's video yet. I'm very keen to watch his video, of course, you know. Essentially what I'm doing is just looking for some stuff that I would want to sort manually for now, like levers. Not got a lot of leather. And then if it's like, yep, just chuck that in there. Right, in fact, this thing gets to get going now, is the idea. Just got to remember to bring the camera account over here before I leave. So stuff like this is like bulk storage, right? I do that myself a little bit just because, well, you know what? As it goes, the machine will be on for a while. But I don't mind doing a little bit of it myself. Or do I? Immediately I'm like, actually I think I'll let the machine do it. We'll just get out of here quicker that way. Right. So the blocks of iron are kind of good to hold on to. Everything else in there, I'm just going to let the machine sort it. There are actually some materials I need to hold on to. Just got to remember that. I've got some building projects underway. Let's go have a look. So there is that one's no longer a thing. The geode's done. The Nether Tree Farm, that's done. It's just the original Allay building at the moment. Allay breeding. And I can't refresh that. Yeah, so actually, there's only a couple of chests of stuff I need to hold on to. Now, this is related to building roads, which is something I'm probably going to do again. That one is mostly just stuff that can get sorted again, so that one can go in. I mean, it pains me a little bit that it's doing so much bulk sorting that it shouldn't, but whatever. We'll leave it running. Okay, and as I start to build up with all this stuff, I'm getting less and less space to move things around my inventory, I'm noticing. Creation Magician, thank you for the Prime. Also, again, what happened yesterday? I did ask Aulia, and then I was like, oh, you know. I think the person was talking about shipping and dark Twitter stuff that happened in Scar Stream yesterday. The thing is, like, you know, there's so many things that happened yesterday. How do we know which one specifically, right? So yeah, on that topic, I'm not a fan of the shipping stuff. I just stay away from it. Like, each to their own. If you're into that, go for it. It's not a thing I'm into. Right, I probably want to put a little bit of wood back in the chest because I ran out of that stuff. Otherwise, that one's another one that can just get swept up under the rug. Okay, and then I'm kind of done with most of that stuff too. I think we might use a little bit of that. All of that can get sorted away, I guess. All of that too. Right, so that's where the iron can go. Just I'm putting some useful stuff in there for now. I'm going to use some of this purple stuff again. In fact, yeah, I'm pretty sure I don't need any of that. So where was that purplish box? Yeah, this is where some other similar textures and stuff that I'm using. I'm just reminded of another little job that I need to do, which is to get my hands on more stuff from the geode. Which is in this area. So that's good. Vampire Ninja 930, thank you ever so much for your subscription. Appreciate it, my dude. Appreciate it. So I'll go ahead and chuck a few things in here for now. That's going to come along with me. That's like my backpack. Then things for the ender chest would be this one, that one, and have an empty one as well. Cool. And my ender chest is somewhere else. Right. So we've got to leave that thing running. We've got to visit a geode and set up a couple of, like, when I say temporary, I mean just... I could literally just put them right here. Just some things so I can come back later and be like, look, I've got more of these. You can get them growing. Uh-huh. Look at that. You've never seen someone do this before. What an amazing layout. Gosh. How did you come up with that one, X? Right, as well as that, we've got these. Which now it occurs to me I did not need 24 of these for each one, but whatever. I feel like I put one more on top. Hey, we got more noises. It's Blackie885 with the Prime and Hephaestus Hammer. Wow, that's a crazy. It sounds like a metal, like a Viking metal kind of name. Dang, thank you so much for the Prime. Appreciate you. Oh my god, X, repair your wings, says Percy Silver. I could repair my wings, couldn't I? Or I could just not. I think I might just not. Let's go get ourselves... Oh, I need my ender chest, actually. I don't think I've left, like, an additional ender chest in my base. Just kind of mad. Ow! I said, as I smacked my face into the bones. I will put those in my backpack, I think. Eye of Ender. Eye of Ender's stacked to 64. So if I've got some Eye of Enders lying around, they're probably... Hey, I need more of this. My Eye of Enders, where would they be? I don't know. I'm just going to make some new ones. Let's grab that. Grab some of these, some of them, some of those. Let's make 12 of these. Cool, then make one of them. Just gonna slap it right in the middle. If that's even the middle or not, I don't know, but there it is. Cool. Right. More things to be sorted. Look, I can hear it doing magic. Cool, now we head down to the geode thing, which is why I wanted this, so that I could grab that and get my Silk Touch Unbreaking. Whew! It is fun. Ah! I've flown to the wrong place. It is fun to fly around here. Oh gosh, I've got to be more careful, haven't I? Hypno has a 1.19 sorter that is 4 to 8 times faster. Would that speed increase help? Cybot, hit me up on Discord with a link to that or whatever. I'll check it out. It's not so much speed that's the issue with the current sorter. I just feel like it's the fact that it doesn't interact with my shulker boxes is the big drawback. The Season 6 Hermitcraft storage system that Nembomb designed, I believe, or maybe it was you, Cybot. I'm pretty sure it was Nembot. I apologise if I've got that wrong. Nembot. See, I just you combined your names together. That was great because I used the shulker boxes, right? And the act of putting your shulker boxes onto the machine when it sorts is great. I kind of did the same thing in Season 5. Now, I think Season 5's storage system was Cybots. What I did on that one was I linked together like several different types of storage, and that was just really great. That was probably the best approach of all. And something to consider for the future is just like, what is the absolute best way? Well, it's really about identifying your own playstyle and how you do these things, because not everyone's the same. So I don't know what Hypno's got. I'd love to investigate, but I'm actually not that happy with my one this time round. I think the storage system itself is amazing, but like the beginning of it needs to be different. It needs to go through my shulker boxes first, and maybe there's still an opportunity to wrangle apart and rebuild some stuff, but we'll see. We'll see. There's just, I've got this like endless list of things I could and want to do in a Minecraft world, and sometimes, you know, I'll come back to that, is kind of the attitude, right? My Kettle Lab, thank you for 8 months of support. Appreciate it, my dude. Appreciate it. How usable did the Season 6 sorter end up being? Very, because the whole thing was shulker boxes. In fact, I feel like it makes the barrier of entry harder because you need all these shulker boxes, right? Now we have shulker box farms. We didn't have them back then. But like, if you do big projects in this game, you pretty much move everything through a shulker box. So even if you have a storage system, it's about moving the items into a shulker box to then take them somewhere else. So because everything just was in a shulker box, when I went to my base and it was like, hey, I want to build with this type of block or that type of block, just shulker boxes, right? You just pick them up and move them. That's incredibly helpful. And I've had some other ideas of late as well. So I was thinking like about, what are some like really small, unobtrusive changes that could just improve the inventory management experience? And one of the ideas that came to mind is, if you're holding an item and you're near a chest, maybe a subtle particle effect could highlight that that item is in the chest. Because sometimes you stand in front of your storage system, you've got all these filters set up, or maybe you've got item frames to tell you what's what. But even then, you still have to think about it a little too much, and it slows you down. So maybe, you know, you're holding an item and it just subtly hints at which container already has that item. Might be the kind of thing that just lets you do all of that stuff quicker. Right? I still want to invent a sorting system that constantly shunts items around in a massive loop, says the Thinky. What would be the purpose of that, though? Off the top of my head, I don't understand like why you'd want the items all moving around. It sounds like you need Etho's shulker box search engine. No, I don't. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that, like, the act of storing everything in your shulker box essentially means you take out that part where you know, move the items from one container to another. So, like, with Etho's system, not that I understand it very well, but all of the boxes are in the system, and then you have to search. So you have to wait for the machine to find one item at a time, right? Whereas what I'm talking about is that you've got a sorting system that can refill your shulker boxes, and they're always just sitting there. And you go up to it and you're like, I want sandstone, right? Your sandstone shulker box has sandstone, chiseled, slabs, smooth. It's got the walls. It's got all the sandstone blocks in it. If ever you put some of those back into the system, they go into the shulker box. But then when you want to build with them, you just pick it up and move it on. That was the Season 6 method, and it was probably the best. Season 5 was the same as well, except I also had other stuff too. And I think by utilizing a little bit of all the ideas available, you can apply the best strategy to each different type of item. So some type of items don't suit bulk storage, right? Whereas others do. So you need a bulk storage component to deal with them. Anyways, I've built what I've got. I'll stick with it for now, and maybe later on I'll try something different. I don't know, because my whole ribcage base idea has sort of not come to fruition very well, so I think I should just embrace the idea that it's a long season and that there's no harm in just redoing stuff and learning and going somewhere else and trying something different. This has turned out great, this little geode farm. How much did we get? Quite a bit. When I did this and I wasn't streaming, I was like really bored. I was just like, oh, this takes forever. But like when you're doing something else at the same time, you just crack on with it. Smartin1018 is here for 75 months. Thank you ever so much, my dude. Tremendous. Blackie885 gifting a sub to Cat Lady Crafts. Thank you for that gifted sub. I am going to drink a little bit more tea. Unfortunately, the last third of this is probably cold now. Yeah, it's a bit cold. Cybot says, I'm working on one right now that sorts both shulker boxes and items into chests. Yeah, if you ever want to share some stuff with me, Cybot, you know what I'm like. I'll give you some feedback, some thoughts, some ideas. Obviously, catered around how I'm thinking about storing items. But honestly, like I feel like if I just went back to the Season 6 storage system and focused everything on shulker boxes, I'd be good, right? Now, if there's a faster design than that, even better. But the speed it ran at was capable. If I could have the system that I've got now, but have it work with shulker boxes, and maybe it be even faster. That's why I'm curious about this Hypno design. Because I know there are other filter-based designs out there that run in different ways. If I could have that, then that's like best of multiple worlds, and then I could just use it exclusively for shulkers. But before all of this, I would want a filtering system, maybe for like non-stackables, and also bulk storage. So you got your shulker box unloader, so you got a little bit of this and a little bit of that. I'm gonna take one of these, and then then all the items go into your shulker boxes. Right, we're good to leave the area now, so what I got to do is bring my camera account over here so that the area can stay loaded, which it is now doing. And we'll fly away from here. X, have you ever used Ember before? It's a coffee mug with a coaster that keeps the cup warm. Yeah, so when I last researched this a few years ago, from what I could tell, reading reviews, watching videos on Amazon, the general consensus seemed to be it barely does anything, right? Like, it doesn't really keep, it makes a minor difference, but not what you're looking for. And I was just like, alright, and then I never bothered with that. USB powered coaster or whatever for having a coffee at your computer keeps it warm, but the consensus was, it's not that great. And that was like, you know, on multiple designs. I don't know if there's any that are even better out there, but I took that and kind of went, yeah, it sounds like one of those gimmicky things. Controversial opinion, lukewarm tea is better, says Cloudboy. Well, there's, you know, lukewarm. I don't know if there's a definitive temperature for that, but like, everyone would define what lukewarm is a little bit different. I think the thing is, everyone's got like a preference for how they like tea, right? I like to drink mine about 9 to 10 minutes after it's, you know, I poured it, I've stirred it for about 2 to 3 minutes, taken the tea bag out. About 9 to 10 minutes later is like primo for me to start drinking it. Right, so these tadpoles have to grow up, and we can speed them up a little bit with some of that, but that's all I'll do for now. Oops! Oh, do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to get more mangrove wood. Ironically, though, I picked some up while I was there, didn't I? If that's even what irony is. How ironic. Not really. It's in this one. It's enough to do like a little bit of building, but not a lot. I'm also wondering, is this big enough? Probably is, once you can get in and out of there. We'll probably end up with like a lot. I don't know, actually. Maybe it is a bit on the small side. What do you reckon, peeps? Make it bigger? I reckon mud blocks for this could look pretty good, and I just threw all those mud blocks back into the storage system. I mean, that one technically doesn't have to even be. Need some more red glass. Don't you even try and get out of there. Hey X, did you meet the Minecraft developer on the server the other day? I did not. I logged on right as they were wrapping up. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually bring it out to about here. Hey, hey, hey! James Drew 27 is here with the Evil X. Which is what the last one was, right? Yet for some reason the little jingle didn't shake me up, didn't send shivers down my spine. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate ya. Curls of Doom is here, gifting a sub to Leonard54. Thank you, Curls, for another gifted sub. Appreciate ya. Would an underwater mangrove farm with a conduit, the same as an amethyst farm, work? Be faster to farm the wood? I don't know. That's probably worth investigating and then finding out if having it underwater has any additional properties that are of use. We're probably going to want a door somewhere over there. Anyways, if you're watching and you're thinking this ain't very productive, productivity was never the plan today. I was just like, I don't know how to build this little frog breeding area. It's not going to be technical. Maybe it could have been technical. Dang. Maybe I jumped the gun here. Like, huh. Could have done some stuff in a test world, like messing about and seeing what we could do with this, you know? I don't know. Not many ideas are popping into my head. Like, ooh, at the moment, we're just going to go into this room, right? And I'm going to scoop the tadpoles out. Yeah, I'm going to scoop the tadpoles out with a bucket. And the frogs... The frogs will get in the way, there's no doubt about that. At least you don't pick up a frog in a bucket. You got me wondering now. The tadpoles stay in the water, whereas the frogs can sort of move on and off, can't they? I've just had an idea. I kind of want to stay logged in though. Okay, let's go ahead. That'll backfire if I don't put myself in a safe spot. Oh no, we can't see anything. Oh dearie me. X, your stream's broken. No, it's not. I'm just standing in a hole. Standing in a hole. Feeling so low. Curl says a brainwave has happened. Potentially. Potentially. You have so much to tell the developers. Try meeting next time. I believe you have a very clear idea what should be in the game, says PG109. Thank you for saying that. I both do and don't. I think it's easy to like know what you want out of a game, but sometimes it's easy to look past like what a broader audience needs. However, I've learned to like listen, and through reading my comments about the inventory mod, I've definitely changed my opinion on what needs to change a bit here and there. But as for talking to the developers, I don't know if that's what they want to hear or not, right? Like, if they wanted some ideas, they could reach out. But, you know, there's a whole bunch of people playing this game with amazing ideas, so they've probably got no shortage of availability on that front. Let's pop over here and just grab a block, because I had a bit of an idea. It doesn't have to be anything too fancy. Yeah, that'll do. Then we want some frogs. And we probably... I could do a little test to begin with, actually. Before I get too carried away using world edit and stuff. So here's my test. Okay. Now the next thing I need is for those to grow up. So... Actually, it's called warp, isn't it? I don't know if that worked or if it's still running. Let's see if we've got a hyperactive frog, right? Oh, we've got a hyperactive frog. Hyperactive frog alert. Frog? Jeez. Hyperactive frog alert. Oh, very hyperactive. Calm down, you. Okay, so it was working. Where is the... Yes! That is success. Okay, next phase is this. Let's grab this tool. Okay, how can we do this with minimal effort? Replace with glass. Stack 10. I'm sure they won't jump out of here. Slime ball, please. Uh-huh. Look, we're doing magic science today. With the brain smarts. Alright, this is how they make love. They stare into each other's eyes. Right, now, lay frog spawn. I think that's the one that lays the frog spawn. Give it some room, homie. Right, hyperactive time. Is one of you going to lay it on top of there? If you did, that would be amazing. Wait, peeps are saying derp? Why? What's the derp? Oh my god. This whole time. This whole time. I forgot. I'm so sorry. Y'all missed out on some amazing magic. Dang it. I don't think it works. I think they need water. Let's break that. Ah. Yeah. So they need water. Okay. I was going to put a block like here, but no, that's now the frog spawn block. Do I have strength? No. Get out of it. Okay, effect, give Xisuma strength. See, I'll miss... Dang it. Effect. Give Xisuma. Why did that not work? Strength. So y'all don't even know what I'm doing right now. Well, that's just the way it goes on these streams, isn't it? It's just like that sometimes. And that's the way it is. Okay. So, if we... Oh! If we breed... Yep. Now, will they then put the frog spawn in there is the question. I don't think so, but they can kind of get adjacent from a corner is what I was thinking. And there isn't really a way to stop them from going into that block space. Right, chat, ideas. How can we keep the frogs and the tadpoles they create completely separate? That's what I'm trying to achieve here. Both frogs and tadpoles are attracted to the slime, so you can't use that to separate them. Duty Real, thank you ever so much for the prime. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. Try fences on the side. Uh-huh. Okay, yeah. I get what you mean with that. Now, it could be fence, it could be glass pane, or it could be a wall. So the idea now is that we restrict their access by their hitbox, which might be a bit hard to test. Yeah, that one got pushed through. I'm going to make them too tall here. That one's easily pushed through, right. No! There we go. Also pushed through. There isn't one bigger than wall, apart from chest. So now we're talking... Wait, when did that stuff... Hang on, no, this testing makes no sense. Right, so if they're contained together in an area like this... It'd kind of help if you were not directly in the same spot together. I think that actually worked. So now it's a case of will it lay anything into there? Honey, that's another interesting block. Bamboo or copper rods? They're smaller. Reed X reed. Reed what? Half slab on top of water. We've already tried that. Well, with the trapdoor. I don't think this is going anywhere. But some of you are saying stairs and slabs. So... They don't lay. The frogs don't... I guess... Hang on, let's get rid of those. I guess what I didn't try was like the other way around. So say we take a slab, which is what some of y'all are saying. Right, let's put water at the bottom. Put the slab at that level. I'm pretty sure this frog spawn is going to... Like, the spawn is going to stay on top, is the issue. Glass pane in the middle. If we put a glass pane in the middle, then the frog spawn can't go there, right? You know, we can waterlog chests. Come on. Y'all should be able... Wait. Maybe they can't, because the slab's there, right? Get rid of that. What do they do? I don't know. We need a bigger testing area, really. Let's get a bigger testing area together. Walls, let's go white stained glass like that. Down at this level. Just calcite. Oh, Mr. Froggy, what are you doing? Uh-huh. I guess actually we want the bit below to be water as well while we test this. So let's get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There should be no shortage of potential frog spawn now. And let's use the warp command again. So they're in hyperactive mode now. Nothing's getting laid so far. And immediately they start to lay. Have rails been tried? I don't know what the rails would achieve. They can be waterlogged, but they would require a block underneath them, and then they don't separate the frogs and the tadpole. Maybe it would work if the slab was over the water, but a half slab away from the surface for it. No, because the frog spawn goes here, yeah? That's a block. The frog spawn is a block. Pashki, thank you for 10 months. Mafia Kid, thank you for 8. Use a fence or an iron bar on top of the water. No, if we put things on top of the water, the frog spawn can't go there, right? That's the point. Why do you need to keep them separated, says French Fries Gaming. Well, it allows us to farm them easier. If we can separate the tadpoles and the frogs, then we can breed lots of frogs. As they start to hatch, we can put them into buckets easy. It's looking like it's just looking like it's not going to be a thing, basically, right? Let's now go back to Hermitcraft. You should be able to see this time, unless I've made a terrible mistake. Right, I'm also a bit weary of there being mobs nearby, but it doesn't look like anything spawned. Wow, those tadpoles are not growing up in a hurry, are they? We were just in a test world for 10 minutes. Jeez. Oh look, some of them are grown up because they've got the right colour for this area. So yeah, it's just a game of getting in here and breeding stuff, right? Okay, and I need the glass back. Right, I'm going to hop through the nether and grab tons of the frog-light things. I was just thinking I need more of them, but they're actually very accessible. Xisuma never makes mistakes, says the Thinky. Yeah, that sounds 100% legit. I never make mistakes, apparently. 20 minutes like every other animal. Yeah, but I guess, yeah, it was. I did feed a couple of them some slimes to speed it up. That'll do. You should have clipped all of that, says Becca. I was going to clip it, and then I learned that none of it was on screen, so, you know. Let the tadpoles enjoy their childhood, says Iranian Exits. Well, if I put them in buckets, they'll enjoy it for even longer, won't they? By that logic. Alright, Operation Make This Thing Bigger. That's such a descriptive operational name right there. Love it. Uh-huh. Can the frogs lay eggs from inside a boat / minecart, says Henrica Patia. Now you're thinking. Now you're thinking. And you can put 2 frogs in a boat. The boat will sit on the water. That's a... Okay. Okay. I'm not going to mess around with another client. We're just going to log out for a bit. That's a really interesting idea right there. Okay, so... I wonder if I can do this with a command real quick. Let me think. We need to summon a boat. Okay, and then I think you give it passengers, right? Passenger 1 can be a frog. Passenger 2 can also be a frog. And then, let's see what we got. Aha. Oh, no, no, no. You're riding... Look, I can get in it. So, I think I put a passenger on a passenger. Yeah, I did. But that's actually the only thing I can do. How does that work then? Oh, do I click there? Ah. Okay. I think I know what to do. Yeah. Right. Let's get rid of that. Oh, I broke something else. That's more like it. So now... I mean, it feels like maybe their hitbox means you actually hit the boat instead of them. That sucks. Because look, we're not hitting them. Huh. You can't breed them if they're sitting in a boat. That would have been such a great solution as well. Also, I wonder if... What happens if you collide... Look at that. It doesn't break off. In fact, it can sit right inside. So if you were able to hit the hitbox of the frogs, which it seems like you can't... Ah, what a shame. Now, one thing I will say is that those were summoned in with commands. That one went in naturally, and I think you're looking at the same problem. What if you're in the boat too? Does that make a difference? Nah, you're just gonna... Unfortunately, you're just gonna hit the boat's hitbox. There is the case of the minecart. Now, do frogs drown? Are they like dolphins? Because you can waterlog rails. Huh. Yeah. Get in that minecart. You troublemaker. They might not get in. I mean, that frog was pretty ambitiously swimming to where this minecart was. Oh, what's going on? Yeah, I don't think they're going to get in. I mean, that's some pretty direct interaction right there. So, great suggestions. Doesn't seem so. Apparently they don't drown either. You know, if they don't drown, maybe there's a way, like, you could just keep them in an area like this, but... I think having an edge that they can come and rest on seems like a good idea, because they'll actually be out of the water, whereas the tadpoles stay in. I think our farm needs an outside area where they're just able to, like, chill, because then they'll stay out of the water more. So what we're building needs to get bigger again, essentially. X, some people seem to agree this might work. 1x1 water hole, fence or glass pane under the water source. Then the tadpoles can swim down and get sucked under. Why would they get sucked down though? I'll leave it up to... Apparently I had one in a cart. If one got in, it shows it'll be a bit of a pain. Yep, one went in. Oh, okay. So it might be a bit of a pain to create a thing where the frogs get in, but then again, if you create a contraption for it, it might be a little easier. Oh, now the boats are in the way. Dang it. Maybe if we have like a powered rail down here. We're trying everything, aren't we? I don't want to be in swim mode. Why am I stuck in swim mode? Right, the tadpole went in. No! It's the right idea, but we want a frog. Ah, we're just going to end up with tadpoles, aren't we? Yes! Right, we've got 2 frogs in now. Can they breed? Oh, there is just so much in this area, it's driving me mad. Oh gosh, those death sounds. X the murderer. Killer of living creatures. Ah! Don't let him escape. Ugh. Anyway, where's my slime ball? It's gone. Oh, it went again. Okay. Can you... Oh, you can't even click on them. You can't even... It's the same thing as the boats. They're too... Right, okay, I've had enough of that. I've had enough of that. Loch Ness, thank you ever so much for 8 months of support. Greatly appreciated, my dude. I hope you're enjoying the stream and having a good time. I think we're going to, like, add quite a bit more of this mangrove wood. We're going to create, like, a ledge with it, right? So I'm gonna need to go chop down a whole bunch more of this stuff next, basically. But I think what we'll do is we'll make it too thick and then have the glass on the outside of that. And then have this big area, loads of space for them to roam around. It'll all be dandy. And we've got to tear that down. I guess the nether portal's still the quickest way back, isn't it? Hey, 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 I got a noise in the ear. It's God's Reed here, subscribing. And GDizzle78 for 14 months. Thank you so much to the both of you for the tremendous support. Try Leads X, says PG109. As much as I like using leads, they can be unreliable when the world loads and unloads. So you could dangle some frogs on a lead to keep them separate, but there's like a high likelihood of that breaking. So I'm kind of done. I feel like I'm done with that. Look, y'all can do your own research and send me a tweet if you find something cool, right? Well, we investigated a bunch of ideas. It didn't really pan out, and I'm cool with that. I'm just going to crack on. I don't want to spend all the stream messing around with ideas. Often what I do is before I go into a creative world like that, I will pre-think out a lot of ideas. Just so that, you know, you have a chance before you're live to think things through and then rule out the stuff that you didn't really need to test or work on. Not that I did that today. You didn't really need to worry about it today, I guess. I don't think I'm even going to need to bring any bone meal for this next operation, right? Maybe I should have brought some shears, yes. Ah! Right in the face. What was that old Family Guy joke? Right in the kisser. Let's chuck that in there. LT Shinkai, thank you ever so much for the prime. Appreciate you. Hope you're enjoying the stream. Do you switch between creative and survival? Yeah, all the time. That's what we were just doing a minute ago. I mean, like, you know, you're doing stuff in survival and then you got questions about the game. Can I do this? Can I do that? I tend to just do that in creative mode. Some people really like testing and stuff in survival. I don't, because it's so slow and tedious and you just want the answer. I think the thing I'm starting to develop a potential appreciation for is building in survival. So what I might start doing for the rest of this season is focus on getting like block pallets into shulker boxes and then build from looking at the block pallets, as opposed to like pre-designing everything in creative and then grinding it out. Like, let's see what happens with that idea. So yeah, look, not much bone meal really was required. Huh. Am I supposed to get back bone meal? Wait. I know I'm supposed to place... I didn't get a propagule, I got a bone meal. How very, very odd. Why is it spitting out? That's not how a dispenser works. I don't know. This was all built in 1.19. I don't know why that would behave differently. Unless it's got something to do with the audio mod. I know that thing works with jukeboxes, but you can kind of see the propagule is not growing. So is it a light level thing? Oh my god. Oh my god. I've played myself. I've played myself. Ah! Oh! Gosh. Wow, now I look really smart, don't I? I look like some sort of brain scientist. Gosh. Gosh, that's the bone meal you eat, not the one that... Oh, you are a wally. Oh, I'm a wally, I'm a wally, I'm a wally. I should have noticed that quicker. Rightio. The dangers of eating bone meal. 100% true, that. 100% true. Anyone have tips for relieving pain from post-wisdom teeth extraction surgery, says Skylight Flower. I feel like a random Twitch chat is not the people you should be asking. I feel like you should ask a medical professional. I have a little story to tell all y'all, because I've been busy this week. I've been busy making videos and just keeping myself busy is what I've been busy with. But also, I had a delivery to my house. I had one of these days where I was just on the move all day. So I ordered myself a home sauna, right? Which might sound like a crazy thing, but they are actually quite accessible. You got these infrared saunas that like a little sauna box that you can pop up in a room. And these things get pretty darn hot, as I know, because I got one. I've been thinking about it for ages. When I went on holiday and used the sauna every day, it was just so good, like, for recovery. I had no doubts in my mind that like I would benefit massively from this, and over the past week I've used it now 4 days. Today will be, or is it 3? Let me think. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. 4 days. Today will be my 5th day in a row going into the sauna. Today I'm going to go in for a little bit longer, just because I'm quite capable of sitting in it for 15 minutes. Sauna stories with Xisuma. That's it, I guess. Liger Gaming says, isn't living in the UK right now a constant sauna? Well, the temperatures we've had of late are like 33, 34 tops. And the sauna goes up to... I've only pushed it as far as 65 so far. And man, you get an absolute sweat on. Like, I'm talking like rivers. Okay, absolute rivers of sweat. It's pretty amazing. So yeah, anyway, on Monday, this delivery arrives for the sauna, and I'm thinking, oh my god, this is so much bigger than I thought, and I might need some help to like move it about and stuff, but somehow I managed to just wrangle these absolute massive boxes into my garage, and then I was able to like get all the bits out of them with barely any room. And then I had these massive, like, wall-sized pieces of wood to lug up the stairs into the spare room, which is where I put the sauna. And I started to get that moment of doubt, where I was like, was this a really bad idea? And after I got the first piece, somehow I managed to lug this giant piece of wood, like, up the stairs into the room. Once I figured that out, it was like actually quite easy then to move in all the rest of the pieces, and it was actually really pretty simple to assemble. I only needed a little bit of help from someone else to, you know, put the bits together that required 2 people to do that, and I was away with it. It was like, all right, now I get to use this thing, and it's amazing. It's relaxing. It helps you with recovery. My body has been feeling so much more loose and easy. Like, you get all this like stress and tension build up in your body, and I know where it builds up, and I know like what stretches to do to like relieve it. Like, a lot of it is in like the back, upper shoulder, around the neck. I can do this like crunching little lift your shoulders up motion. Crunching sounds kind of bad, and then it goes away, and it's like, ah, there you go, you've relieved it. But I have to do that constantly throughout the day. Now I have to do it less, because after I've been in the sauna for 20 minutes, all of the muscles get relaxed. And then the next day, like, you just wake up and, oh, there's so much less achiness and all of this kind of stuff. So I'm like, I'm totally on board with this. This is great. You know, this is a great idea. I'm really happy with it. I'm stoked. It was such a good decision. So yeah, I sit in the little sweat box, get a sweat on, and then after you just feel great. And there's loads of medical advantages that have been reported on using saunas for like long-term health, for recovery from injury, all sorts of things. So I'm going to continue to use it. Not every day. I think I'll use it about 6 days a week to begin with, and then maybe drop that down to like 4 eventually. But you know, if I enjoy it every day, that's the other thing. Like if it continues to be a nice activity, I'm kind of assuming at some point it'll get to be a bit more of a chore, right? But if I continue just to enjoy it, then heck, I can go in there a whole bunch, right? Oh look, it generated one there. I think I'll just leave that there. No need to change that. Hey, this farm's pretty cool, isn't it? Jay loves you too. It's here for 10 months. Thank you so much, Jay. Appreciate it. Thank you for 10 months of support. Now you just need a massage chair, says Jammy Lai. They're supposed to not really be that great, and I do have a little massage device that I brought a long time ago, and it helps only a little bit. I've had proper massages, and they really don't compare, right? And I say that like quite sincerely. They're really different. A little home massaging machine from a proper massage, to the point where I don't really think it's that worthwhile. Make sure you get the electrolytes in if you go to the sauna so often, not just the water. Thanks for the tip, Curls. I do have electrolyte drinks fairly often. None of the sauna advice I've read so far has mentioned that. They've always said get lots of water before and after the sauna, but not anything about electrolytes. But yeah, I can. I've got little electrolyte tablets and fasting salts, so I can sprinkle some of that in here and there. Jacuzzi next, X, says Becca. Now I went in a jacuzzi on holiday last year, hot tub, and everyone loved it. And obviously everyone's like, oh, we should get a hot tub and, you know, store it at so and so's house and go there and enjoy it from time to time. But then that conversation fades pretty quickly, right? Whereas for me, ever since I went in the sauna on holiday, I kept thinking about it, and it kept feeling like, no, this would be so beneficial. The hot tub didn't have those kind of benefits. It was more of a different type, more of a, I don't know what quite the right word is, but leisurely, maybe. It's more of a leisurely relaxation than it is a like fundamentally proven to have tons of physical benefits for you, right? So for that one, it's a no for me. I'm not going to get a hot tub. I think that's just a bit more of an indulgence than a necessity or anything. So, you know, nothing wrong with them, but it's more leisurely than beneficial in my mind. I drink Gatorade to get some electrolytes. I wouldn't recommend Gatorade. That's a sugary drink. You get a whole bunch of other stuff too. And, you know, you can just get some electrolyte tablets that don't use sugar. Yeah, but they don't expect anyone to sit in the sauna every single day, says Curls. I don't know about that, because I've been listening to, you know, podcasts and informational videos, all that sort of stuff about using the sauna, and they talk to people that use the sauna a lot. I don't know. I'll have some anyway. I just feel like I would have encountered that. If you sweat that much every day plus your workouts, the electrolytes are going fast. Yeah, I don't sweat that much when I work out though. So, it's just a sauna. But anyway, I got electrolyte tablets. I'll drink them. You know, I'll do all of that. no harm in putting those in. Yeah, the other thing is, I have been cutting for a while now, and I thought it was the heat wave, like, sapping my energy, but now that the heat wave's over, I kind of feel like I'm done with it. I weighed myself this morning, and I have dropped, like, a couple of kilos over 2 weeks, which I was not expecting, and I've seen, like, the fat, like, I'm trying to get rid of that last bit of stubborn belly fat that just doesn't want to go away. And I've read up on this, like, when you get to that last bit, it's really difficult, and people comment on, like, feeling fatigued and not feeling so great in a variety of different ways, and I think actually that's where I'm at right now. I feel like I've gotten to a point where if I want to lose any more body fat, I am really going to be pushing it, and it's not going to feel good. And so that, you know, that might just be like either like my genetic. Some of the stuff about your metabolism can be genetic. Some of it can be about how you're raised. There's like studies that have been done on like what happens to children that don't get like a lot of food in their childhood and how it affects the metabolism as they're older and stuff. Like, I'm aware that it can be a combination of things. And I think maybe I'm just seeing like my personal limit of like, it's going to be real tough if you want to go any lower than this. Because I have just felt like consistently more on the lethargic side for a while. So I'm going to stop doing that now and just start slowly eating more and pay attention to what happens to my energy levels and see if they come back up again. And then if they do, I'll know what weight is like where I'm at. I don't think I can go any lower really, unless I want to feel awful each day, which is not the goal. Not that I feel awful, just less energy. The thing is, like, people out there that like have goals of like getting, right down to like the lowest body fat percentage they can. They really have to suffer for it, and I'm not driven by how it looks or anything like that. It's just a case of I've learned how to manage my insatiable appetite for food. Like, I am always hungry, but I've like come to peace with that, and I know how to eat right for myself. And in doing so, I'd lost a lot of weight along the journey, and I was just interested to see like how far I can go with that, because I like being lean. And now I think I might have learned how far that can go, right? Like, and that's fine. I'll back off and get to where I feel nice, comfortable, and energetic again, and then that'll be my maintenance weight from then on. I don't think I'm gonna like at any point try and go this low again. Just doesn't, like, it was never the point of it. My metabolism is very fast in the way that I'm 6 foot high and I can't get past 55 kilos. So I weigh 75 kilograms. No, 72 at the moment because I dropped a couple. Around 72, 73 kilograms. And I'm 6'3", and 55. That sounds really underweight if I'm understanding that correctly. But then again, I have a fair bit of muscle mass, so I don't know quite how much that's affecting those numbers. See, I only really know my own experience very well, right? Like, I'm used to my body and my numbers and things like that. So it's tricky to equate these things to other people, just based off your own experiences. Rondavuzi says, I'd kill for a fast metabolism. I would not subscribe to this illusion. I think it's an illusion that some people just have, crazy metabolisms or whatever. From all I've learned about this stuff, and especially from paying attention to professional eaters, right? If you've ever seen these skinny professional eaters out there, they might give you the illusion that they've just got crazy metabolisms, right? Whereas what you don't see, like if you watch their videos, for example, you don't see what they're doing on their days off. And I've looked into it, and like a lot of these professional eaters, they either fast or they have like very small meals on their days off. So they're actually probably consuming a similar amount of calories overall, but they're not eating 3 meals a day. They're eating like one small meal or none, and then getting all their calories in when they do their professional eating. It's things like that that I think create like an obscure understanding of like individual metabolism. Genetics, from what I've understood, don't make a massive difference to like how one person just can eat loads and stay skinny, and someone else eats a little bit and gets fat. It makes a difference, but I think so much more of it is in your lifestyle and how much you move about and what you do day to day, right? Milljam says Beard Meats Food talks about how little he eats on his days off. Yeah, he's one of those ones who openly talks about it, but then again, I don't know if other people do or not. It depends if you find those conversations, right? But he's certainly mentioned it a bunch of times. I really like his videos, actually. It's weird. I found that watching other people eat is kind of oddly therapeutic. It just reminds me that, you know what, I don't think I do actually want to go and do these all you can eat challenges. It just looks uncomfortable. I don't think I've got any more shears lying around. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Past Xisuma. Helping out Future X. Brilliant. Well done, mate. My place is in outer space is here subscribing, and Rambling PJ is here for 28 months. Thank you so much for the tremendous support, peeps. Always appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream, and if you are, be sure to hit that follow button if you're enjoying it. Stupid Genius says, I'm a 6'2" girl that weighs 45 kilograms because I live off bread. Okay, eating a lot of bread, probably not the best choice, but I'll save the rant. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know like what the correct height and ratios are. Also, the body mass index, like it's a useful tool, but it's like generalized for populations, it's not individualistic. Like, because people are unique. But it's a useful tool, like a general rule of thumb type thing. But yeah, those professional eaters, they are, starving themselves on their day off, and I imagine they can get used to that. Like, people have reported that you can go multiple days without eating food, so I imagine they can, and then they can do these big binges or whatever. But I know what it's like to really stuff yourself and then have a full belly after, and I kind of don't like it. Like, you get all kind of messed up from all the carbs and other things in the food. They're like, yeah, just gonna mess with your head a bit. I'm trying to think, like, I feel like one day I should do my own little eating challenge like that, but what I never see them do is eat like tons of really healthy food. Like, maybe I should have like a massive salad, which is something that I do, and then follow it up with like a massive bowl of vegetables. My guess would be that you'd just get like, your belly would get stuffed and you'd feel uncomfortable. Anyway, I've kind of learned that I'm pretty sure that if I did that binge eating stuff that they do, that I just wouldn't enjoy the discomfort that comes along with it. So it's probably not for me, the whole competitive eating thing. But it's interesting to like watch other people do it, that's for sure. I had a salad for dinner last night. I miss it so much, says Clan Placebo. Yeah, they're good, aren't they? I think I'm going to have a salad tomorrow. I haven't had one in a few days. I've been having, I don't know, like homemade cooked meals of vegetables and meat and stuff and potatoes. Yeah, I like it. I like to have salads more often than not. Probably have a salad tomorrow. Zach L, thank you for the nice message. Appreciate it, my dude. Appreciate it. Have you encountered a warden? I ran away from one. Yeah, you see, the warden's weird because you're supposed to avoid it, right? And the rewards that you need to go to the end city for, they just don't seem worth it. I guess I should probably go get the sneak shift thing at some point. I feel like they did a great job aesthetically and with the concept, but making the warden drop some items, that was a mistake. And I think they missed a trick with the loot in the end city. I think you should have been able to get like way better loot out of the end city. Ooh, I did that the wrong way. Oh no, they're waterlogged. Forgot how you deal with that. You have to be careful because Apparently that stuff can just float on top of water. I know Impulse was selling Swift Sneak books before, at least. Yeah, I saw them, and they immediately sort of just make me think, that's my one reason to go to the Deep Dark, right? So, it's not called the Deep Dark, is it? God, my brain's doing a silly thing right now. It's not telling me what I need to know. Right, 4 stacks of wood. I'm hoping that's enough. It takes a bit of time to harvest this. Ooh, that is not supposed to happen. Oh yeah, then it'll do. Okay, yeah, that's not supposed. I've encountered that before. Well, that shouldn't happen. It's called Deep Daddle. The Derp Dark. What is it called, peeps? Oh, I see what's happening. So there's that there. Aha. Okay, so I just missed one. Right. Yeah, well that makes sense why that happened now. No! No! It's a trap! Okay, I'm out. Right, shears be gone. Other little things I don't really care about be gone. If anyone ever wants some leaves, gosh. Golly gosh, do we have leaves. We'll leave the roots. I might want to put some around decoratively where we're going. You can take the sticks, that's it, we're good, we're good. Let's go check on the status of our storage system up top. Woo! Corrales would like to have some leaves. He can help himself if he wants some. I believe our storage is now done. Yep, everything got sorted. Let's see what got left behind. Yeah, a few things here to be added to the filter, it looks like. Right. I can do that another time. Now we need to go to the frogs. The ancient city in the deep dark. Yeah, that's it. What did I say then? Now I'm like, what did I say a minute ago? The deep. What's the name of the mining dimension from all the mod packs? That's the one I get it confused with. I was like, did they call it that or not? I can't remember. I don't know what way I'm going. This way. Yes, they did, says Mafia Kid. Okay, they did. Yeah, so they're both called the Deep Dark. Alrighty, we're back over here. This is where I need to leave the camera account now. Okay, camera account is in the area so that our froggies can get loaded and all that. I need a bunch of green ones to get a green head, but I won't do that yet. We're going to expand the size of this thing first. Oh, I also need to produce probably more of this red glass. I'm thinking now we should turn them into panes, right? Well, let's make some red glass panes. That'll save us so many materials. Plus, we want the froggies on the ledge now, so that makes sense. And hey, 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 we got a noise in the air. It's Armored Monkey here. 49 months of support. Big numbers. Indeed. Thank you so much, my dude. Appreciate your continued support. So we decided that we're going to make this too thick now. So it'll be like that. So we were going to have 2 blocks, right? For them to lean on. Maybe then we can have just like good old mangrove wood like this. And then put the glass there. And then it becomes quite a big structure. And it becomes a little bit close to all of this, which is always the worry. Like I said at the very beginning, you've got a plan, you're not sure quite how it's going to pan out. And then you end up thinking, oh, I should have built it over here or over there. But whatever, it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. So we need all of this space now, at least. We'll carve up the mountain and make it work in our favour. You know what? I don't actually have to go with that. I need like some complementary materials. We're just using too much of the same stuff straight off the bat. Leo B 8226. Thank you for using the Amazon Prime subscription on me. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Right, what do y'all want to talk about in chat while I... Oh, I should have got some mud bricks. They go so nice over here. Well, I have a rummage through these chests for complementary material. You know what? I might just go get. I might just fly back. Why not? We're forever going back and forth anyway, aren't we? Curry? Not really in a curry mood. I mean, I still have them. Not the takeaway ones, but homemade curry quite often. But we talk about that all the time. I'd say coffee, but now I'm not so sure anymore. I've been enjoying my coffee still, and having my decaf as well. It's easier to make mud blocks underwater because you can spam the bottle. I think making it with a contraption is the easiest way. Basebane, thank you ever so much for using the Amazon Prime. Appreciate ya. Appreciate ya. Hope you're enjoying the stream, my dude. I thought I had a lot more of that stuff to go into there. Okay. What about... Oh, not a lot of mud left either. Well, okay. Very full inventory. Gosh. Gonna need some more rockets again soon. What's the music genre you discovered most recently? Cosmic Ambience, which we're listening to right now. I'm also like, I don't want to say I'm not into something. Like I don't like not getting music, right? But I watched Channel 5 with what's his name? Andrew. That guy's an amazing interviewer. And the editing style and stuff is just a great way to like let culture be what it is and just show it kind of authentically. So I really like watching the stuff that they put out. To those of y'all that know what it is. But they did this Chicago rap festival, and Andrew Callahan, that's the dude. This latest like wave of drill music, I like just cannot really get that much into it. The examples they show from like TikTok and stuff. This music is like really really on like a different wavelength from what I would be looking for myself. And yeah, I'm just starting to get that feeling like, all right, you know, the last 20 years or whatever, I've just been keeping up with what people are into, what's new, what's popping, and it's all great. And now it's just starting to get a little bit like, I'm falling behind here. I don't really quite get this. I quite like drill for the most part. It's this like the examples they showed in that video of the like TikTok generation with this really kind of hyperactive music. I couldn't pick up on like the emotional wavelength. It was like I wasn't finding it. And it could just be like a real like generational difference now. It's kind of ethereal. I like it, says Leo B. Now that, to me, is like, ethereal? Really? You know, I love ethereal music. Some of my favourite. I did not get any ethereal vibes from it at all. And this could just be one of those things where it's like language changes over time and the meaning of words changes as well. So if people start calling it ethereal, and they haven't listened to existing ethereal music, then it may just become what people call it, right? It's like R&B. R&B music as we know it today is not what it was before it became R&B. They're quite different. That sort of smooth, you know, modern, harmonious R&B is different from the original R&B. I'm trying to think of some others now as well. You could say the same about metal. You could say the same about rap, but they're more like evolutions. Whereas R&B is a definite like cultural co-opting of the name, where they were different, and then you know they're just two different things using the same name. Right, I reckon this thing needs to go about 3 blocks high. Wasn't old R&B just soul, says the Thinky. No, it was rhythm and blues. So, blues music with a little bit of kind of rock, as I understood it. That kind of axis. And then soul is probably the sound that's maybe had a bit more influence on what we call R&B now. Ooh, yeah, my inventory is disgusting right now. Let's go put some of this stuff into a shulker box or something. So yeah, we just got to keep building this thing up. Oh, actually, if we literally put the pillow like that, that kind of gives it a bit of different shape around the edge. And maybe we even keep the texture different, so I'll just roll with that. And then bring this thing over here. I really need to get in there and do some more breeding, don't I? I've forgotten about that very important aspect of what we're doing here today. Let's grab these and let's get in there. No escaping! I'll have none of that. This is good. I feel like this is now where the population... No! Look, I'm holding slimes! You love slimes! Oh, they're trying to escape. Where did the glass go? Oh, there it is. I see. Okay, you want to stay outside of the farm? Fine. But guess what? You didn't drop your head. Dang it, I need a green head anyway. We need to get a bunch of greens and get a head from them at some point. So, as we get a bunch of tadpoles in there, I'm going to fish some out. I think I need to get like 4 or 5 to get a green one. So we'll come back to that. Oh, chat did not like that. By the way, BashG8, thank you for 4 months. Bell on a T, thank you for 47. Greatly appreciated. Hope you're enjoying the stream. R.I.P. Frog, you will be missed. Indeed, indeed. Cruel murderification, indeed. I was thinking about getting that head. But we got nothing. Right. Glass panes, they're all the way over here. I feel like even now they're going to jump out, right? I definitely have to put a roof on this thing. I don't think they could jump out through this gap if there were a block there, so I think I might take those logs and have them sort of come all the way over. X, you should convince Impulse to use his Battle Axe graphic for all his tools. You know, I'll happily do that if you can explain to me why. Why I should spend my time convincing him to do that. Because if I were Impulse, the first thing I think is like, how do I know which tool's what? You know? It's like, dang. If they're all the battle axe, then how do I know what's what? Oh, now I think I might be making some mistakes here. Oh no. Oh, I see. I think I just confused myself a little bit then. Right. That would be there. And this one would be different. And now we need more mud slabs. How is my day going? It's going alright. Thanks for asking. Let's put this down here. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Wait, what? I got to make them into bricks first, don't I? Yeah, going back to the inventory idea, like, the stonecutter would be made pretty useless by this thing, this idea of having a little book. I mean, you could have a book that does what the stonecutter does built into your inventory. That would help you a little bit, but really it's about like having a universal block type or block shape when you place it. There are a whole bunch of questions around this, like how do you show which block types are actually available for each texture? Right, I'm running out of red glass. Where on earth will I get more from? How about here? X and chat, do you have a favourite dish that a family member made when you were growing up or that makes you think of home every time you eat it? See, I'm still quite close to home, you know. Like, my mum's Sunday lunches are just incredible. But we have them every Sunday. So it's not quite, like if I had, let's say I had like moved to a different city or town or whatever, like moved somewhere else, different country, then I'd probably have those kind of feelings and stuff, because I'd be away from it, but I'm not. Right, there we go. We've done that on all sides. Huh. Now I guess we'll get the wood down here into place. Whoops. Am I ripping out any more of this? I am. I need to put more of a roof in actually first. And I need to sleep in a bed. Oh gosh, all the distractions. For me, it's chapati, says GME Pick was here. I like chapati bread. My grandmother makes a killer potato cake. When I first read that, it was like, my grandmother makes a killer potato. I was like, no wait, that says potato cake. I've never had a potato cake, I don't think. Zucchini slices with salad for me, I guess, says Carls of Doom. Isn't zucchini the thing that your body don't digest? So there's like this like superfoods that you can eat loads of. Zucchini noodles, you know, 0 calories and all this. And it's like, oh, there's a reason why it's 0 calories. It's because your body can't digest it. And so, guess what? Eating a lot of it, not a good idea. You know, in small quantities, I'm sure it's alright. But for anyone out there who's like slamming down the zucchini noodles, just keep that in mind perhaps. Right, I think we'll just do the next bit and have a little bit of fun, and it might be crazy dirty. But in theory, like, they can jump out of here right now, can't they? We've still got loads of tadpoles in case any escape. So what I'm going to do... I do wonder if I should put it a little bit higher. Nah, I think I'm just going to put it level like that. Is start to build a bit of a perimeter. A bit of a, like, no escapes area. Oh god, look at them. They're like, we're sick of the water, we're coming out. Coming out, X. We're going to have a gander, we're going to look around. What you got going on here for us, homie? That's exactly what they're saying right now. Also, if I get this little bit here done, we kind of got like a roof already here that's a block lower. So So we can have it all sealed one way or another. I stepped on a snail once, says RNG. I've stepped on snails loads of times, and it always feels horrible. It's always like I just murdered. Random topic of music. I like metal a lot because to me a lot of music like pop and rap is very popular nowadays and doesn't have very much meaning to the artist. But maybe since I am usually pretty calm and emotionless, according to some people, but metal just lets me take that anger and just kill it, which is what I love about it. Yeah, me too. I love metal for a variety of reasons. One of them is that it's therapeutic when it comes to having anger and difficult emotions. It's like, oh my god, they're jumping out! It's like a place to go put all of that energy, for sure. What I will say, though, are these ideas of, like, anything popular is, like, naff or whatever. You're missing out. You're missing out. What can I say? Like, pop music, when I was growing up, was, like, this bubblegum corporate stuff, you know, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears. Now, if you grew up listening to it, you'd have loved it. I don't want to take that away from you. You know, it's written by competent musicians who know how to make a catchy song. But these days, like, the pop music is just, you know, it feels so much more genuine. There's still a layer of that corporate stuff in there, but there just seems to be so many more genuine voices these days that you can hear. And I think just, like, ruling artists out because they're popular is just missing the point. They're popular for a reason. And I always think it's a good idea to, like, hear what the artist is trying to express. So your listening experience isn't like, hey, I want to hear some crazy loud, energetic metal that I love, right? If you go into listening to music like that, you'll miss out on when an artist is doing something. You know, you won't hear what they're offering if you're just in it for what you think it should be. And it's through listening to musicians with that ear of, like, what are they about, you know? Like, I've been listening to this Megan Thee Stallion record, and I couldn't be at more odds with her lyrics and what she's talking about. It doesn't mean anything to me. It's just not the way I, like, interact with the world and think about stuff. But I would totally miss out on what she's trying to express and do with her music if I were to just rule it out because of that. If I were to just be like, nope, you know, I would miss out on all of that. It's the green one that I need to get the head from. Dang it, I didn't get it. I didn't get it. I could also lure them back in potentially. And that record is, like, awesome. I don't have to like every aspect of it, but the way she raps and the beats remind me of, like, Dr. Dre 2001. It's got this, like, real slickness to it. And so that's like, if I were to just go, oh, look, here's some reasons why I shouldn't listen to this, then I miss out on the things that I could enjoy in their music. That is my attitude towards, like, everything. It's just, yeah, I can listen to that, like, initial gut reaction of, oh, it's popular, oh, what, you know, this is rubbish, this isn't Pink Floyd or whatever, but then I'd just miss the point. Yeah, it's not that stuff. What are you saying, another hole in the floor? Come on, this dude's being stubborn. Look at you strutting your stuff. Oh, I'm just gonna stroll in here. I've made you run around in circles, X. Yeah. Yeah, right. Now, no one try and escape. I will not have any more escapees. Right, they should now all be forever in here with me. That rhymed. Very cool. Angry K9, 88 months of support. Can't thank you enough, my dude. Can't think of anything witty or interesting to say this time. I just woke up. That is quite alright. Quite alright. We could do a bit more breeding right now, actually. Absolutely. Why would we not do more breeding right now? I also feel like now's probably a good time to... Oh, dang it. I still haven't made a door for me to get in and out of here. Guess what? I need to get in and out of here. I need to go grab some buckets, really. I need to get some buckets together. Okay, there we go. I'm going to go in through the roof this time. Uh-huh. Actually, I want to preserve. Need to rip out those other stripped ones. Anyway, 1, 2, how many of these do we want? I need 5, I think? 5 should give us good odds. So we want to grow up. Ah! So difficult. 5 of them in a different environment. Oh, lots of noises. Okay, they are laying their eggs, that's good. Oh, look at that. Oh, God, can they escape? No! No one goes in there! Gosh, I think they can escape. Oh! You did escape! Dang it! Dang it forever. That's what they were saying when they said hole in the ground. Now I understand. Whew, right. No block in the middle. Now we just got to extend the water out to the corners. Oh, it's good. It's good. We're okay, aren't we? Right, we got ourselves a beautiful frog sanctuary now, I guess. With no proper way to get in or out. Complete quest, you found the hole. I was thinking it was a shard quest for a second then. I'm going to let that one just disappear and do its own thing. Maybe try and get ahead from it, which chat doesn't seem to like. I thought you liked murdification. Thought you was all about that murder. I really did, chat. Anyway, on the music thing, have I ever... I've said that waffle so many times about listening to the artist and not what you want to hear. Have I ever changed anyone's mind on that front? Because that was something that I had to learn over a long time and kept learning again and again. It was like, oh, here's this like other artist that... Hang on, why did I get it in my head that they suck or something? Like... And then I even went back and listened to ones from long ago, right? Like Tool. Now I think Tool are just the most amazing band ever. And another one that I'm listening to is Damage Plan. Me and all my friends like scoffed at Damage Plan when they came out. I have no idea why. I think it's because that they said that they had a plan for Damage and we thought it was just way too cheesy. And I've been listening to that record and I'm like, this is great. And it's like, thanks, I had an idea in my head that I didn't like this and therefore I didn't. Once I identified and then went back and checked it out again, I'm like, oh, well now I can hear it for what it is, and guess what? I like it. Nope, I was already there, says Becca. Good for you. Good for you. You're winning the race. I know this is an unpopular opinion, but I could care less about the lyrics. Music is purely auditory escape for me. I'm similar because it mostly is. It's not often that lyrics really become a thing. I also don't listen to music with like a lyric sheet open, which... when I have done on occasion, definitely adds to the experience. But yeah, I'm more there not for the lyrics, really. I just don't listen to pop. There is enough music which I do enjoy. The thing is, there's so many great artists in the category of pop that make, like, better music, in a way, than... like, I think it's a little underappreciated sometimes how difficult it is to write music that appeals to such a broad amount of people. When you're in a genre, like, you only have to appeal to people that already like what that genre is about, in a way. Sometimes, you know, some of the pop records I've listened to over the last few years have been just some of the most interesting and impressive. They can, like, span multiple genres of sound and yet be broadly appealing and have lots to say too. It's, there's really great stuff. Like, I think pop music is probably in the healthiest shape. Right, I think I'm going to put the entrance on this side of the building. Actually, I kind of like the idea of maybe building it with mud here. Don't think about it. I don't want to see you anywhere near this. Not a peep. Right. Right, we've got a door to get in and out. I'm sure that'll somehow find a way to be annoying at some point or another. We should put the mud bricks going up to the top, maybe? Nope, I couldn't jump. I couldn't sprint. That was the problem. Billie Eilish's latest album is great, says Hamfish. Everything she's done is great. Billie would be a great example of why pop music is doing quite alright. Ah! Okay, so I reckon we need 4 of these. Just for this top bit. Yeah, I listened to that Doja Cat record. That was really great. That was another pop one recently. I want to get into more, and I was just starting to dwindle down my list a little bit, and then I just started throwing all this cosmic ambient stuff onto it. So expect some stuff like that on my blog from me. It feels like I'm always trying to like clean the slate a little bit, and then find some like pop records to listen to, and then I learn about, oh, so and so's brought out a new record, and this other band that you've been listening to for years. But I've turned some down recently. Like Russian Circles had a new record out, and I got that feeling like this post metal stuff hasn't really like shifted a lot since I've discovered it. So I'm gonna skip that one, right? And I'm gonna be more picky with all these new records coming out, right? Like there was a new Darkane record. Oh, I just remembered what I was supposed to do with the things. Where did I put them? Over here. There was a new Darkane record that came out recently, and that's the kind of record I probably would have just passed over. But because I hadn't listened to them in so long, it was just kind of like a little bit of nostalgic fun. I thought, go on then, we'll give that a go. Right, I need to go back to that wiki article which I left open. So the green one grows in the cold biome, which is probably this one here. Stony Peaks, Savannah Plateau. I've got to get down there to figure out for sure. Stony Slopes, Stony Peaks. I'm going to guess it's the peaks. No, Stowy. Oh god, let's go back to it. Stony Peaks. What was the one around here? Snowy, that'll be the one. Snowy Slopes is the cold one. Got it. Do you listen to rap? New Kendrick Lamar is exceptional, but you have to give it time. I wrote about his records. I maybe could have given it more time. I thought it was pretty good. I really like a lot of it was sort of ugly, like an ugly self-portrayal as a reflection to like how he's held in such high regards and such high standards. That was like a key kind of feeling that I got from it. I like that aspect of it. It didn't hit me quite as hard as like his previous ones had, but sometimes you just find the artist in the right time and place, and that's kind of what does it. You know, you never know. I think the human experience is very all over the place a lot of the time, right? It's never that consistent. So I'm always kind of curious as like, why this record and not that one? But yeah. As for rap though, like I feel like his audience is probably appealing to those that like the 90s sound a lot more than where rap's gone with other artists. By the way, my plan is to come back here and rebuild this and make it way more interesting. Or maybe find... I was going to say a better spot, but this is probably like the best spot to do this. In this area. Anyway, I'm just going to rip out all the blocks. And then they'll grow up there and they'll all be green, and then we have to behead them. It's for a quest. Right, let's see if we can tidy up what we got going on here a little bit, eh? This inventory's kind of mad right now. Okay, the buckets all belong in there. Slimes came from there, but we need that for breeding. We should probably put like a little chest outside. I think I might work it on this again a bit more tomorrow. So I plan on streaming again tomorrow. Oh, and after this stream finishes, it ain't finishing yet, my episode of Hermitcraft will come out, so I'll just send you all over there so you can catch it right as it starts. And let me just get a little bit of water here. And then tomorrow's stream will pick up where that episode left off, that kind of thing. What about musicals? I'm a really big fan of listening to modern musicals over the past few years. I love how they tell a story altogether. Yeah, I've tried Hamilton, and as much as I could appreciate all of it, and I will certainly tip my hat and say bravo, but like, musicals are not for me. Just the format of it, like, you know how they have like a beat and a stride and sort of musical themes you can hear that are similar one to the other. All of that is like, it doesn't work for me. And I feel like you could take what a musical is and completely flip it upside down. Like, you could take all sorts of different beats and strides and put in different sounds. And if someone did something like that where, you know, everything you know about musicals is going to be different, like, it's still technically be a musical, I could maybe get into, but it's the current, like, beat and stride and the way it rolls, it just, I don't know, don't work for me. Right, I'm thinking, we ain't got a lot of mud left, have we? Actually, maybe I could put some of this down here. Yeah, let's come in here and just do a little bit of this round here. You're not really going to come here and see this. That's the other thing about the project. Like, where do you actually see all these different parts of it? Like, from what angle are you going to nip round and notice this thing or that thing? I kind of wanted to make this, you know, a big, amazing build, but really hard to know what to do. It's just going to be one of those little projects out in the middle of nowhere that you stumble across, or maybe you're exploring the world when the world downloads out and it's like, oh, what's this thing? It depends on the musical. Some are really good and others should have stayed on the storyboard, says Bear. Yeah. So I haven't seen a lot, so maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But like, it feels to me like every musical I've seen has this like beat and pace and just these musical themes that recur, and they just don't do it for me. But who's to say that, you know, the base concept of a musical can sort of apply to many different beats and sounds, and I don't know, I just never really encountered something. Hamilton sort of felt like it might be that at the beginning, but rather quickly did the raps and the feel of it quite quickly just sort of become like a typical musical to my ears. Even though, you know, it was obviously terrific. Tell you what I did go and watch. I went to London and saw the South Park musical, right? And again, it was the musical aspects of it that I probably enjoyed the least, and all the jokes that I enjoyed the most, so that didn't really change my mind much either. Right, so the land around here is now a little steadier, let's say. We're probably going to end up with a path that goes from here over to there, to like the nether portal, or to that little breeding bit. But, you know, what else can I do with this structure? Because it is just, you know, it's just a flat old box. And normal structures don't really like, interesting looking structures don't really revolve around like the square box. That thing would be hidden in them. So you'd want to build, to make it look like a scar build, for example, you'd want to like have a lot more foot space around this thing, which I don't think we're going to have. I reckon it's just leave it as is. Becca says bushes. I feel like you'd just be putting, ooh, Did I make this? Did I AFK in there or something? I feel like you'd just be putting bushes on top of a box, right? So I think it's just going to stay how it is, really. And it'll just be a very functional little build that doesn't look too terrible. Don't escape! Oh my god. They're trying to escape again. After I've given this an amazing environment for them to live in. Why would they try to do such a thing? Oh, we might run out of slime balls here. That's a good problem. Anyone else? Oh, I get XP as well, do I? Repair my wings! Repair my wings. They need it. Yeah, looks like we might get one or two little frog spawns extra. Wow, look at them go. Hey, time to escape. They're all over the other side of the room. Haha. Fooled ya! I think we did a good job. Now there is a place to come and competently breed a lot of frogs. It's not next to anyone's base. Like, I know False is in that direction, but it's not loaded, so that's terrific. Right, that can go in there. Yeah, let's leave a little chest outside or a barrel for like the slimes, and then I'll fill that up. We could go into the Nether and see if my farm has produced much more. I can't remember what kind of state that was left in. So yeah, we'll take a little trip over there. Okay, basically what I'm in need of is just a junk shulker box right now. It's like, not sure where any of this is going, just get it out of my inventory. And now we're good to pack up and head off out of here. Also, the camera count's in the area, so everything's still going to grow. That's good. Right, number 2. These two go in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we need 6 and 7. I think they're those two. 6, 7. 8, 9, 10, 11. Those 3 can go in there, and we'll pick up these 2. Nice. Very good. Inventory management, isn't it? Oh yes, we got some more of you. We've got some more of you now. That's good. It's painful that that mod can open containers near you, but you just keep clicking tabs. Yeah, I just can't get into the habit, even though it's like on the screen. I'll get there eventually. I'll get there eventually. I just got to catch myself, and then when you catch yourself, it's like, now you got to change the behavior. You know, we're creatures of habit. I think as you get older, those habits get harder to change as well, so... Time is not on my side. Also, this area is so weird. I had some lag issues. Well, I have lag issues in this area, right? So I reach out to one of the mod authors, and as I like go back here to sort of check it again, the lag goes away. Anyway, a couple of weeks pass by, and now it's lagging again. I don't know what's up with it. Actually, I think I do know what's up with it. If we go into the mod menu, the sodium, right? Oh, that's not how you do it, is it? Oh, videos, that's it. There might be... This is it. No, it's not rendering. It's something to do with the beacon beam. Also, this might help a lot as well. I could just give it a try for now. There's something to do... it might be the wrong mod. There's something to do with beacon beams. Let's apply that and just see how it is. I haven't... Hang on, hang on. Can it really be that simple? That seems to have made a difference. Feels... Nah. I don't know. What were we going to do? I forgot. We were going to go... Oh my god. We're going to go visit a farm or something. What were we going to do, peeps? We're doing the frogs. Oh, dang it. Slime farm. Thank you, chat. Thank you. Now I know where to go. Yeah, it was just a A good old, simple, easy collect something job. That was all we had to do. I could definitely do with some better infrastructure to get down to this thing. Make a little extension to my mob farm. Or give it its own tunnel. You know what? Like, we could make a tunnel where you just sort of drop down. There's space in front of the farm. I'm just thinking we could carve out a section of the tunnel. You sort of run on and drop down. Right? A bunch of slime blocks you land on so you don't take as much fall damage. Might be an interesting way to hook it up. Alright, we've got slime balls. We've got them. Slime is no longer a problem for us. Okay, and then... Oh, is that it? That's it. Oh, okay. I thought they were like doubled up or something. Thought there'd be more below. Yeah, look, a little bit of stuttering there. I'll investigate all that stuff another time. Come on! We need to get back to the frog farm. Anastasia says, "Hi, Xisuma, never seen a Hermitcraft stream here before." Well, welcome. Do you ever do perditions? Perdition? I don't know what perdition means, really. Pearl said she got a mod called Starlight that fixes the light engine and made a huge difference for her. That's weird, because Starlight is a server mod, isn't it? I thought Starlight was server-side only. Oh, it runs client-side too. Oh, okay. I could definitely give it a try. I'll make a note even. I'll make a note on my phone. Starlight. Oh, my phone's popping off. What other notes did I put on here today? Oh yeah, that thing. Okay. I'll give it a try. I was looking at it the other day, and it was just a couple of days ago, because I got a recommendation about it, and then I realised it was a server-side thing, but maybe it wasn't. Okay, so we can basically fill that barrel to the brim, to the brimmy brim. And then if anyone wants to come here and get themselves some tadpoles, they're more than welcome to. Which means, this portal is great for our farm. We want to load that up with some more frogs, that's for sure. Starlight and Phosphor both improve the light engine, which are both server and client side mods. I thought Phosphor was only server as well. Maybe that's where I got all my thinking the wrong way around. Anyway. It's all looking good. It's all looking good over here, isn't it? That being said... what would make a good thumbnail here? Oh, do you know what we don't use enough? This thing. Makes some interesting perspectives this way around. If I were holding a slime ball right now... Ha! Xisuma, god of frogs. I think I got our thumbnail right here. One of those will do. This is my life now. Just standing here while y'all stare at me getting bobbed around. I guess I've got to do another round of breeding with them, right? Anyway, peeps, place I'm going to send you today after this stream is my own video, because it just went live, the next episode of Hermitcraft, and tomorrow's stream we will simply be picking up where that episode left off, so go and check it out. It's happening right now. I'll try and provide you with a link in the chat if you want to stick around, but otherwise I'm just going to end the stream.
Did you know?
Oh god! I don't want to listen to my own voice. Big thanks to everyone who subscribed, resubscribed, donated and cheered. Thanks to the mods, the patrons, the peeps gifting subs. I appreciate all that you do, and I will throw that link in the chat for you now. So yeah, thanks for coming by, and I'll see you again soon.